Welcome to Laboratory of Dreams.
Hello and warmest welcome to all our listeners at the Lab of Dreams channel. As the winter wind whispers outside and the world is draped in a blanket of snow, we invite you to join us on a magical journey, one that will take us beyond the realms of the ordinary and into a world of enchantment. Today, we bring to you Beyond the Mirror, Secrets of Frostfell, a story woven with the magic of Christmas, the thrill of adventure, and the warmth of the holiday spirit. In this tale, follow the extraordinary journey of Sophie and Jack, two siblings who discover a hidden realm where the wonders of winter and the joys of Christmas come alive. So, gather around, get cozy with your favorite winter blanket, and let your imagination soar as we step through the mirror into Frostfell, a world where every snowflake tells a story and the spirit of Christmas shines the brightest. Prepare to be captivated by the mysteries of Frostfell, the courage of our young heroes, and the magic that dances in the air of this enchanted realm. Let's embark on this adventure together and uncover the secrets that lie beyond the mirror. Welcome to Beyond the Mirror, Secrets of Frostfell. The journey begins now. Amidst the flurry of the holiday season, in a quaint town blanketed in snow, stood an old house that whispered tales of yesteryear. This house, with its creaky floors and walls lined with memories, belonged to Sophie and Jack's grandfather. It was here, in this house filled with the warmth of family and the scent of pine and cinnamon, that our story begins. The holiday season was always a special time for Sophie and Jack. Their family would gather at their grandfather's house, a tradition that brought together relatives from near and far. The house, adorned with festive decorations and lights, buzzed with laughter, stories, and the anticipation of Christmas. Sophie, a spirited girl of 13 with a heart full of curiosity, and her younger brother Jack, known for his clever mind and playful nature, looked forward to exploring the nooks and crannies of their grandfather's house each year. This year, however, was different. Their grandfather had recently passed away, leaving behind a sense of nostalgia and a trove of untold secrets. While the adults were busy with holiday preparations, Sophie and Jack ventured into the attic, a place they had seldom explored. The attic was like stepping into a forgotten world, filled with relics and trinkets from their grandfather's adventures. Amidst the boxes and old furniture, a particular object caught their attention: a large, ornate mirror, its frame intricately carved with symbols of snowflakes and stars. The mirror, draped with a heavy cloth, seemed to beckon them with an air of mystery. With a sense of reverence and curiosity, Sophie and Jack uncovered the mirror. Its surface shimmered even in the dim light of the attic, reflecting not just the children, but seemingly the essence of the festive season itself. As they gazed into the mirror, a peculiar sensation overtook them. The reflection began to ripple, and the attic room within it faded away, revealing a breathtaking, snowy landscape unlike anything they had ever seen. It was a world of endless winter, of ice-capped trees, and a sky alight with the aurora borealis, the magical realm of Frostfell. Without a word, but with a shared glance of excitement and wonder, Sophie and Jack reached out to touch the mirror. To their amazement, their hands passed through its surface, as if the mirror was a gateway rather than a mere reflection. With hearts pounding and the spirit of adventure guiding them, the siblings stepped through the mirror, hand in hand. The world around them changed in an instant. They were no longer in the dusty attic, but standing in the heart of Frostfell, a land where the magic of Christmas and the wonders of winter reigned supreme. Behind them, the mirror faded, leaving them in this enchanting realm, a place that seemed to be a reflection of every winter tale they had ever loved. They knew, in that moment, that an extraordinary adventure awaited them, one that would unveil the secrets of Frostfell and perhaps reveal the legacy their grandfather had left behind in this mystical world. As Sophie and Jack stood in awe, The world of Frostfell unfolded before them in a spectacle of winter beauty. The air was crisp and invigorating, filled with the scent of pine and a hint of magic. Around them, the landscape was a canvas of snow and ice, dotted with glistening frost-covered trees and distant mountains that shone under the pale winter sun. The siblings found themselves in a clearing, the snow beneath their feet sparkling like a million tiny stars. The tranquility of the scene was suddenly broken by a voice, deep and resonant, yet warm and inviting. "Welcome to Frostfell, children of the mortal realm," said the voice. Turning around, Sophie and Jack saw a tall figure approaching them. Cloaked in robes that shimmered like the northern lights, the figure exuded an aura of power and wisdom. "I am Eldon, guardian of Frostfell's gateway," he continued, his eyes twinkling with a hint of mirth. "Your arrival has been long awaited." Sophie, ever the braver of the two, stepped forward. "How did you know we were coming?" Eldon smiled, a gesture that seemed to light up the winter landscape. "Your arrival was foreseen in the Chronicles of Frost," he said, gesturing towards a path that led towards a magnificent ice castle in the distance. "Come, let us walk. There is much to discuss, and time, although it lingers in Frostfell, is still precious." As they walked, Eldon explained that Frostfell was a realm where the essence of Christmas and the spirit of winter were nurtured and protected. It was a place where the joy, wonder, and peace of the holiday season resonated throughout the year. However, not all was well in Frostfell. A shadow had begun to creep over the land, threatening to extinguish its warmth and joy. The source of this darkness, Eldon revealed, was a mysterious figure known as the Shadow of Frost, who sought to freeze the heart of Frostfell, severing its connection to the world of humans. Sophie and Jack listened, their minds racing with questions and fears, but also with the thrill of being part of something far greater than they had ever imagined. Arriving at the ice castle, they were greeted by Queen Maricela, the ruler of Frostfell. With a demeanor as majestic as the winter itself, she welcomed them with kindness and grace. "You, dear children, are the key to saving Frostfell," Queen Maricela said, her voice as soft as falling snow. "The prophecy speaks of two from another world who will bring back the light to our realm and vanquish the shadow of frost." "But we're just kids," Jack interjected, his voice tinged with doubt. Queen Maricela smiled, a look of understanding in her eyes. "In Frostfell, the purest heart wields the greatest power, and it is your innocence, courage, and love for the wonders of winter that will guide you on this quest." As night fell and the stars began to twinkle above Frostfell, Sophie and Jack were shown to their rooms in the castle, their minds swirling with thoughts of prophecies, adventures, and the immense responsibility they had unknowingly shouldered. That night, as they gazed out of their windows at the enchanting winter landscape, the siblings knew that their lives had changed forever. They were no longer just Sophie and Jack. They were the chosen ones of Frostfell, destined to face the shadow of frost and restore the light to a realm where the spirit of Christmas hung in the balance. The following morning, Sophie and Jack awoke to a Frostfell bathed in the soft, golden light of dawn. The realm's beauty was undeniable, but the sense of urgency imparted by Queen Maricela's words weighed heavily on their minds. After a breakfast of warm, honeyed bread and fruits that tasted like frozen sunshine, Eldon summoned them to the castle's grand hall. Here, the true nature of their quest was to be unveiled. "The heart of Frostfell's magic lies in the Star of Winter," Eldon began, his voice echoing solemnly in the high-ceilinged hall. "It is a celestial jewel that maintains the balance of winter's magic and joy, but its light is dimming, weakened by the shadow of frost's growing power." Sophie, her brow furrowed in concern, asked, "How can we restore the Star of Winter?" Eldon revealed an ancient scroll, its edges frayed with time. The prophecy speaks of the Starlight Shard, a crystal of pure winter magic, lost in the depths of the crystal ice caves. Only this shard can rekindle the star of winter's light. The task was daunting. The crystal ice caves were a labyrinth of frozen chambers and icy crevasses, known for their beauty as much as their treacherous nature. Yet the siblings knew that the fate of Frostfell rested in their hands. Eldon handed Sophie a small silver compass. "This will guide you to the caves," he said. To Jack, he gave a book bound in blue leather. "And this will help you understand the secrets within." Their journey began under a clear sky, the land around them a panorama of winter's splendor. As they traveled, they discovered that they were not alone in their quest. The creatures of Frostfell, from the snow hares to the majestic ice eagles, seemed to acknowledge and assist them, as if understanding the importance of their mission. As they neared the crystal ice caves, the true challenge became apparent. The caves were a dazzling world of ice, but within their beauty lay hidden dangers, slippery paths, sudden crevasses, and illusions of light that could easily disorient even the most seasoned explorer. Sophie's compass proved true, guiding them through the winding passages. Jack, with his book, deciphered ancient runes etched into the ice, revealing hidden doors and safe paths. The deeper they ventured, the more they felt the chill of the shadow of Frost's influence, a creeping cold that sought to seep into their hearts and dim their resolve. But with each step, Sophie and Jack's determination grew stronger, bolstered by the magic of Frostfell and the knowledge that they were the realm's last hope. Their journey through the crystal ice caves was not just a physical challenge, but a journey of self-discovery. Sophie's empathy and connection to the natural world of Frostfell grew, allowing her to sense the life force of the realm and its desire for balance. Jack's intellect and curiosity shone, his ability to understand and interpret the ancient wisdom of Frostfell becoming crucial to navigating the caves. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of twists and turns, they reached the heart of the caves, a vast chamber where the Starlight Shard rested, its light dim but unwavering. The shard, atop a pedestal of ice, pulsed with the pure essence of winter's magic. As they approached, the shard began to glow brighter, resonating with the courage and purity of their intentions. Sophie and Jack, working together, carefully retrieved the shard, feeling a rush of warmth and energy, the lifeblood of Frostfell itself. With the Starlight Shard in their possession, the siblings knew their journey was far from over. The true test would be returning the shard to the Star of Winter and confronting the Shadow of Frost, whose presence they felt growing ever stronger. As they made their way out of the caves, a sense of accomplishment filled them. But so did a realization. Their adventure had only just begun. The real battle to save Frostfell and restore the joy and magic of winter was still ahead. With the Starlight Shard in their possession, Sophie and Jack emerged from the crystal ice caves into the cold, crisp air of Frostfell. The weight of the shard was not just physical, it carried with it the hopes of an entire realm. They knew their journey was far from over. The restoration of the Christmas star and the confrontation with the Shadow of Frost loomed ahead. Their return to the ice castle was met with a mix of celebration and urgency. Queen Maricela greeted them with pride and relief, but the shadows in her eyes spoke of the challenges yet to come. "The Starlight Shard is but one piece of our salvation," she said solemnly. "The Christmas star, which hangs above our kingdom, is weakened. Without its full strength, the spirit of Christmas and the joy it brings will fade, here and in your world." The Christmas star, a celestial body that shone above Frostfell, was the source of the realm's magic, a beacon of joy, hope, and the essence of the holiday spirit. To restore it, Sophie and Jack needed to ascend the Tower of Stars, a spiraling structure of ice and magic that reached towards the heavens. Their climb was not just a physical one. With each step, they felt the magic of the Starlight Shard interacting with the tower, unlocking hidden powers within themselves. Sophie's connection to nature intensified, allowing her to call upon the winter winds and the creatures of Frostfell for guidance and protection. Jack's understanding of Frostfell's ancient lore deepened, enabling him to unravel mystical barriers and reveal hidden pathways. As they ascended, the influence of the shadow of frost became more pronounced. A creeping cold sought to seep into their hearts, a darkness that aimed to extinguish their courage and hope. But the siblings' resolve only strengthened, their bond deepening with each challenge they overcame. Upon reaching the top of the Tower of Stars, they found the Christmas star dimmed, its light a mere flicker of its former glory. The atmosphere was tense, the air crackling with both anticipation and fear. Sophie, holding the Starlight shard, approached the Christmas star. She could feel the shard pulsing, its energy yearning to merge with the celestial body. With a deep breath, she placed the shard into the heart of the star. A brilliant light erupted, bathing the tower in a warm golden glow. The Christmas star blazed back to life, its light piercing the darkness that had begun to envelop Frostfell. The restoration of the Christmas star, however, was not unnoticed. A howl echoed through Frostfell, a sound that chilled their very souls. It was the shadow of Frost, aware of their success and enraged by it. Eldon, who had accompanied them to the tower, turned to the siblings. "You have done what many believed impossible, but our battle is not yet won. The shadow of Frost will now seek to destroy the Christmas star once and for all. You must prepare for the final confrontation." Descending the tower with the renewed light of the Christmas star shining above them, Sophie and Jack felt a mixture of triumph and apprehension. They had restored the heart of Frostfell, but the true test of their courage and the spirit of Christmas was yet to come. As they prepared for the impending battle, the siblings knew they were not alone. The creatures of Frostfell, inspired by their bravery, rallied to their side. Together, they stood ready to face the shadow of frost, to protect the joy and magic of Christmas. With the Christmas star shining brightly once again, Sophie and Jack prepared for the final confrontation with the shadow of frost. The air in Frostfell was charged with a mix of anticipation and resolve. The entire realm seemed to stand united, ready to defend the joy and warmth of Christmas. Eldon gathered the siblings and the creatures of Frostfell for a council in the ice castle. "The shadow of frost dwells in the heart of the Crystal Mountain," he revealed. "It is there that we must face our foe and protect the magic of Frostfell and your world." The journey to Crystal Mountain was arduous. The landscape, once serene and beautiful, now reflected the turmoil caused by the shadow of frost. The snowstorms were harsher, and the creatures of Frostfell moved with caution, aware of the growing darkness. As they neared the mountain, the temperature dropped, and the air grew heavy with an ominous energy. The entrance to the heart of the mountain was a gaping maw in the icy facade, a portal to the unknown. Sophie and Jack, leading the charge, entered the mountain. Inside, they found a cavern of ice, its walls pulsating with a dark energy. At the center of the cavern stood the shadow of frost, a figure shrouded in darkness, its eyes glowing with malice. "You cannot stop the eternal winter," the shadow of frost hissed, its voice a cold wind that cut through the cavern. "The Christmas star's light will be extinguished forever." But Sophie and Jack, bolstered by the courage and unity of Frostfell, stood firm. "We stand for the light, for the warmth of Christmas, and for the joy it brings," Sophie declared, her voice echoing through the cavern. The battle that ensued was like no other. The creatures of Frostfell, led by the siblings, fought bravely against the minions of the Shadow of Frost. Jack, using his newfound knowledge of Frostfell's lore, countered the Shadow's dark spells, while Sophie, her connection to nature stronger than ever, called upon the elements of winter to aid them. The turning point came when Sophie, with a bravery that shone as bright as the Christmas star, approached the shadow of frost. Her pendant, a gift from Eldon, glowed with an intense light, reflecting the power of the star. "Your darkness cannot extinguish the light within us," she proclaimed. "The spirit of Christmas is stronger than any shadow." With those words, the pendant released a burst of light, illuminating the cavern with the warmth and joy of Christmas. The shadow of frost, unable to withstand the purity of this light, let out a final cry before dissipating into nothingness. The darkness lifted, and a sense of peace settled over Crystal Mountain. The creatures of Frostfell rejoiced, their cheers resonating through the cavern. The Christmas star's light now shone unimpeded, its magic restored and stronger than ever. Sophie and Jack, surrounded by their friends of Frostfell, felt a deep sense of accomplishment and unity. They had not only saved Frostfell, but also ensured that the spirit of Christmas would continue to bring joy to both their world and the magical realm. As they made their way back to the ice castle, the siblings knew that their adventure in Frostfell was coming to an end. Queen Maricela, grateful for their bravery and sacrifice, offered them a choice to stay in Frostfell. But Sophie and Jack, their hearts full of memories and new friendships, knew that their place was back home. "We will always carry Frostfell in our hearts," Jack said, "and we'll return one day." With a final celebration and heartfelt farewells, Sophie and Jack stepped through the mirror once again, returning to their grandfather's attic. The mirror, with one last shimmer, turned back into an ordinary reflection. Back in their world, the magic of Frostfell was not forgotten. The siblings shared their extraordinary adventure with their family, spreading the joy and warmth of their journey. The spirit of Christmas, enriched by their experience in Frostfell, was more vibrant and meaningful than ever. And so, as the snow outside their window glistened under the starry sky, Sophie and Jack knew that the magic of Frostfell, the warmth of Christmas, and the bonds they had formed would stay with them, guiding them through many more winters to come. As our journey through the enchanting realm of Frostfell comes to a close, we at the Lab of Dreams channel want to extend our heartfelt thanks to you, our dear listeners, for joining us on this magical adventure. Sophie and Jack's courage and wonder in the face of the unknown have hopefully filled your hearts with the warmth and joy of the holiday season. If you've been captivated by the secrets and wonders of Frostfell, we invite you to explore the many other tales of magic and adventure available on our channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the Lab of Dreams for a continuous journey through these enchanting narratives. As we bid farewell to Frostfell, we leave you with the soothing melodies of our relaxing music, a perfect accompaniment to lead you gently into the world of dreams. Close your eyes, let the music envelop you, and drift away to a place of peace and serenity. Until our next story, we wish you sweet dreams and magical nights. Goodbye, and keep dreaming in the wonderful world.